Well, hello again. This is the third video. Yeah. And what I'm going to share with you today is what is the Pearson correlation coefficient. Yeah. I see that some of you have managed to come up with the four columns, the transform column for variables B, C, D, and overall attitude. So now we will learn what is the Pearson um, correlation coefficient R. Okay, as you can see in statistics, the Pearson correlation coefficient, also referred to as Pearson's R. Okay, what is it? First, it is a measure of the linear correlation between two variables here, x and y. And number two, it has a value between positive 1 and negative 1, where positive 1 is total positive linear correlation, 0 is no linear correlation at all, and negative 1 is total negative linear correlation. But what does it mean? What does it mean if your R is positive 1? It means there is strong correlation between the two variables. Yeah? If it's 0, there is no correlation at all between the two variables. And if it's negative, there is. If it's negative 1, there is correlation, strong correlation, but it's negative, right? So look at the table here. Yeah, according to Head al. 2007, the rule of thumb for Pearson correlation analysis is shown in the table below. See, if it's between positive 0 to positive 0.20, the strength of correlation is slight correlation. And when is it like strong correlation? Yeah. Let me move this first. Right. When it's like, when you get the value of R is 0.71 to 0.90, that's high correlation. And if it's 0.91 to 1, that's perfect correlation. And what does it mean if it's a positive correlation? When it's positive, it means when variable x goes up, variable y is the same, it goes up too. And negative correlation denotes when the variable x goes up, the variable y will act differently. It goes down. See, if the value increases, then y decreases. Whereas when it's a positive correlation, when x value increases, y will also increase. Yeah. So in brief, that is the definition or what you should at least know about the Pearson correlation coefficient. Now, let us go back to our SPSS. Not? Okay, right. Okay. I've transformed data to get these columns, these four columns, okay? This column is for data B for questions B1 until B10. Whereas this one is for question C1 to C10. And lastly, this one is for D1 to D10. And this general attitude is from all the 30 questions. Okay, so do you remember the conceptual framework, yeah, where you see the arrows going to, yeah, you see cognitive going, the arrow pointing to attitude, the whole thing, the general attitude. So we are going to run Pearson correlation test between cognitive A, yeah, to general attitude. Okay, so how do we do that? Right, so what we do is we go to analyze, then to correlate, and we choose by rate. Okay, because two variables, yeah. So just now we wanted to see if there is any correlation in between the cognitive attitude, yeah, put it in the right hand side box, and also the general attitude. Okay, meaning if we have these two here, meaning we are going to test between these two, right? So click on option. Do we want, okay, maybe we want means and standard deviation, all right? Okay, click on that, Pearson, put two tail, and see, and click on flag significant correlation. Then let us see what happens when we click on OK. As usual, they will run for a C. Okay, right. So look at the result. For data in under the column cognitive attitude, right? The mean is 3.68. Okay, and for general attitude, the mean is 3.62, where general attitude has a 3.64 and cognitive has 3.68. Okay, what does this mean? Right, you know the column just now where you have 10 results in the column under cognitive A. So mean is like average, yeah. So the average for that is 3.68, and average for general A is 3.64. Okay, that's the standard deviation. Okay, I've explained before what is standard deviation, how the mean actually deviate, or how far it is different from the other scores, okay, of mean for cognitive attitude, right? So let's see the correlation, yeah. All right. So this is it. This where is, okay, N is the total number for population. So we have 10 respondents just now, so it's correct, 10. So where cognitive A and general attitude, the Pearson correlation is 0.718. So what is 0.718? Okay, let's look back at the table. 0.7, see, move this first. So 0.7 to 0.9, the correlation is very high, right? Right? And we know that it's a positive correlation, which means that if A increases, I mean X increases, Y also increases, right? So after doing that, right, I want you to do to continue doing it between another two set of variables, that is affective attitude to general attitude and behavioral attitude to general attitude, right? Because we based on the conceptual framework. Let me open it if I still have it now here. Yeah, see, hold on. All right. So action is actually behavioral, right? Beliefs is cognitive, and affective is feelings. Okay. So we will have three Pearson correlation coefficient, right? So, well, do you want me? Okay. Let me do it for the second pair. I'm going to do for the affective attitude towards the general attitude. So what I do is, again, we click on analyze, then correlate by variate, right? We move this back to the left box. So I'm going to do effective to general attitude. Okay. Option, means and standard deviation. I click Pearson, two-tail, and flag significant correlation. Okay. And I will click on OK. Right. So as you can see, yeah, effective attitude to general attitude. These are the means for both of them, and standard deviation, right? So what is the value of Pearson correlation coefficient here? Okay, it's different from the first pair. We can see here that it's 0.117. Okay, what is 0.117? Back to the table just now. 0.1. So there's only slight correlation in between the two of them, the two variables, yeah, between affective and general attitude. Okay, means this is attitude towards learning the English language, right? If the affective attitude, if you compare both attitude, higher cognitive attitude will influence the attitude more. I mean, more, because the correlation is high. Whereas the affective, it's only 0.11. It means that, you know, it doesn't really correlate or influence your attitude towards learning. It does, it has a correlation, but it's only slight. Yeah. All right. So I've done two, and I leave it up to you to do the other one, right? And we will meet again in a shorter video of how to write the results. Yeah, there's a specific way of how to write your results. What you get in the table, you should put it in words, and there is a specific way, right? Okay. um, I'll see you later. Please try to do the behavioral attitude towards the general attitude in learning English language, learning the English language. Okay, bye. I'll see you again.